Life as a student athlete can be very difficult and have a lot of struggles. Today, we went around and got firsthand feedback on what it's like to be a student athlete.
As a student athlete, to make sure I stay on top of things, I make sure I balance both sports and school. I make sure that always school comes first because that's the most important part of a student athlete. Then after school, I go straight to sports and make sure I get that done.
So usually what I do is I go to practice, and then when I get home, I maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I start my homework. Usually I'm finished by 8, so I still got the rest of my night really. But I try and not do it at 12 a.m. because if I do it then, it's I might go to sleep. So that's how I balance school with sports.
The way I balance school work with sports is I try to make sure all my work is done in school so I don't have to go home and do homework so I can just go to practice. But if I have a lot of work to do, I'll just do it while I'm waiting for practice because sometimes we share the gym with the boys and we wait until 4:30.
As a coach, advice I would give to a student athlete is to not have any regrets and, don't look forward to the next thing. Oh, if I get through practice, it's one practice down. Embrace the practice, embrace competing, because before you know it, your time as a high school athlete is going to end. So as long as you cherish everything and embrace everything and give it your all, you won't have any regrets looking back at it. I think a lot of students, they say, oh, if I can get through a Tuesday practice, we're in the middle of the week. Or if I can get through this Thursday practice, it's the end of the week. Like I said, just make sure we cherish everything and embrace every practice, because before you know it, your high school sports career will be over.
One of the biggest struggles I have as a student athlete is basically being a student athlete because it doesn't come both ways. It's either one or the other. And for me, it's both. So as a student athlete, I make sure I'm a student first, then an athlete second.
Thank you for tuning in to our coverage on student athletes. Today, we went over struggles and difficulties on what it's like to be a student athlete and some advice on how to be successful. For MTH21, this is Kasai.